Hey up troops, welcome back to the Litanah army. I'm Lit and this is Fortnite Save the World. And what I want to look at today and what I want to discuss with you is two things that are at the absolute forefront, rightly or wrongly, of Fortnite right now, which is scamming and trading. So what I want to do first of all is give you 3 tips on how not to get scammed, so how to beat the scammers in that sense. And I don't mean scam them back, you know, I don't think 2 wrongs make a right, but basically how to protect yourself if you absolutely must trade. And we'll talk about actual trading and the scamming system at the end after I've given you the tips. So let me just tell you these 3 things that will help you protect yourself while you're trading, and then we'll move on to a bigger discussion about the actual situation itself. So stay tuned and let's see if I can help out. So tip number 1 then, guys, is try to only trade with friends or people that you know, someone who you've got a bit of a rapport with. You know, sharing weapons is far, far better and safer than trading. I've got a lot of friends, I mean, because I'm a content creator, I've got a lot of friends, we've got a huge Discord, and there's a lot of people who I can trust in there, you know, who I can actually say to them, you know, oh, I've got this, you know, this new weapon, or I gave the new obliterator away. When we reviewed the obliterator, I just gave that away because it was something that I'm not going to use very much, you know. I mean, it wasn't a weapon for me. I'm not saying it's not great, you know, I know a lot of people love that weapon, but it's not in my playstyle. So I gave that weapon away to someone, I made another one, gave that to somebody else, and it was just nicer, you know, it's just a nicer way to do it. That person in return could have, I mean, they didn't because I didn't need anything, but that person in return could have given me something back, and it's just a nicer way to do things. So get involved in, like, you know, it might be social media, it might be, you know, groups on Twitter, Facebook, might be a Discord group like the one we've got. You know, there's a link down below. I mean, don't come there just for trading, you know, we definitely are a friendly community, but I would definitely say build rapport and make friends in the game. If you're someone like me, when you jump into a game, a lot of the time, if I'm not recording, I'll chat to the people who are in my party, and it might not always be just about the mission. You know, I might just say something along the lines of, you know, how are you finding Dragon Scorch, or, you know, how's that weapon been? I've not got that one yet, or just something to build a bit of rapport up. That person adds me as a friend, and I've got someone who I can potentially then trust when it comes to trades. I wouldn't trade with them straight after that, don't get me wrong, but you know, if you've played with them a few times and you've got a bit of a rapport going with them and you've made friends, definitely helps with the whole experience and kind of takes the need to trade away, which takes your risk of getting scammed away as well with it. Okay, so tip number 2, only trade one-on-one. When you put a 3rd player into the mix, or even a 4th player, there's so many things that can go wrong. So if there's someone who's going to trade with you and they invite you into a party, even if it's because they're trading with that person as well, so they might turn around and say, oh, you know, Bob's coming in with me, you know, but I'm trading with Bob as well, so I'm going to give Bob this Gravedigger and I'm going to give you this Nocturno. Odds are that's probably a setup, you know, so try and trade one-on-one only. If you get invited to a party, make sure you insist that there's only you there. A 3rd party leaves you absolutely exposed, and there's so many variables on how you could get scammed and how things can go really south with that 3rd person there. The 3rd tip's kind of broken up into 3 parts, but the 3rd tip is insist that you only trade using a soldier. Now, a lot of people don't know this one, and the reason I say that is because in my trading experience, and I don't trade very much, but I certainly have, from a research point of view, just been going into trades, trading things that I don't mind losing. You know, that's probably the best way to approach this kind of thing. But when you go into trades, I always insist that the person only uses soldiers, because the ninjas have got double jump, which means there's some variables there that they can get through. You know, they can get around things, they can move a bit quicker. There's too many things that they can do to actually scam you. Another one is outlanders. Outlanders have got phase shift. Again, they can move extremely quickly. Even if there's 2 of you phase shifting, it can all get messy, and then again, you're exposed to scams and you're leaving yourself wide open. And the 3rd one, you know, which is one that I didn't even know about until I spoke to one of the guys in one of the recent videos that I was making, is constructors. Constructors can actually put down a decoy onto you. So if they put the decoy onto your actual character, it stops you from moving for a few seconds, meaning they can go and pick up the loot. You can't do anything. You're literally stuck there for about 2-3 seconds, especially if they've got someone like the new 8-bit hero, or they've got Deconstructor Penny, or someone like that, Demolitionist Penny, or someone like that. It just means they can put the decoy on you, especially if it's got a longer timer on it and you can't move. You're actually stuck in place. So make sure that you insist, if you're trading, no ninjas, no outlanders, and no constructors. The only thing you will trade with is soldiers. Okay then, guys, so they're the 3 tips to help you stay safe. As I said, I mean, scamming is a massive topic right now, you know, and like I said, the scammer gets scammed videos are dominating for all the work that, you know, myself David Dean, Aiden Harris, Split Screen. I mean, I can't list everybody. You know, you guys all know who you are. Checker and all the others. But, you know, for all the work we're trying to put in making certain videos, you know, the scammer gets scammed videos are always going to be at the top because it's what people want to see. But I kind of looked at that and I thought, do you know what? I get it, because it's kind of what people want to look at. Now, I look at it as in, I'm trying to see my channel as I'm trying to deliver the game to you guys. So I'm trying to show you the game and deliver you the game and in all its forms, you know, the good sides and the bad sides. Now, it'd be wrong of me to only report on the nicer sides of the game. Do you know, it's great to do a weapon review. Do you know, I've had great fun using the Silent Spectre lately. I've had a massive amount of fun, do you know, even though I didn't really like the hero, but using the Cloaked Star, I've had a load of fun using him. So it's kind of, that's a great being a YouTuber and doing that side of it. But you've got to cover the big picture, you know, you've got to look at the whole area of it. And you know, some people may say it's selling out, but if you've got two news channels and one's covering, you know, real events that are going off, so it could be, and we see these in the news all the time, things like riots, things like murders that happen, you know, and really sinister things, and you see one that's kind of almost like a kids channel where it's kind of nice and everything on it's what you expect all the time, you know, it's fine. But the news channel that's got the more real content, if you like, on it, the more cutting edge content on it, that's the one that's going to get watched more. You've only got to turn Sky News on right now, or turn, you know, CNN, whatever it is, you know, you guys watch in America, you know, Fox News, I don't know, but you know, you guys have got to turn on, you know, just turn on the news to see how that works. That's every day, and that's kind of how it is. And I kind of think I'd be doing an injustice if I shied away from the subject as well. So what I've really gone for, I've tried to kind of do a tasteful approach to scamming, and it's more like a journalist. I mean, if a journalist or a news reporter was to report on something sinister that had happened, it doesn't make them part of that, you know, part of that cycle. So for example, if a news reporter reported on a murder, it doesn't make the news reporter a murderer. What it actually does, it just shows that they're actually, you know, that news channel is prepared to fully expose everything that's in there. And you know what? Scamming is a thing, and I want you guys to stay safe. So there's 3 tips there, as I said. Make sure that you're social, make sure that you're making friends in-game, make sure you build rapport with people. Only trade one-on-one, because the third party leaves you exposed. And the third one as well, insist on soldiers only, because ninjas have got too much mobility, outlanders can phase shift, and constructors have the decoy. So make sure that you only use soldiers. Guys, if this only helps one person out there, then it's been worth it for me, as I said. But to not cover part of the game because, you know, some people don't like it or it's a taboo subject, it's just not my style. It never has been. You know, I'm a super friendly YouTuber, or I try to be. And I think you guys deserve to see the whole of Save the World in all its glory. And it's a game we all love and care about, so we should talk about these things. Guys, down below in the comments, try and tell me what you think Epic could do about scamming and how to stop it. Do you know, maybe they could do a trade system like they did in World of Warcraft. We've talked about that before. I know some people have talked about just blocking trading altogether so you can't drop weapons and things like that. But how could they do it? I don't think trading should go away. I actually like that part of the game. I think it's kind of fun. You know, I think it's kind of good in the fact, you know, it kind of gives that Borderlands feel to it. And people like showing off the guns and the weapons and things like that. It's kind of cool. I do like the fact that you can share weapons around. So if I want to give you a weapon, for example, say if I've got a brand new Silent Spectre and I've done all the stats upon it and I want to pass it you to try out, then why not? I think that's a fantastic thing about that. Me, Mr. Boots, Joseph, Detective Cheese, you know, a lot of people in the Discord, or a lot of people, you'll recognize their names from the comments down below. We do that all the time. We get a new gun and we'll say, oh, you've got to try this out. So I don't want the kind of trading or the transactions, if you like, removed from the game. So what we need is a safer way to keep trading a good part, you know, a part of the game, but without people losing out. And don't forget, guys, if you're a subscriber to the channel already, spot Stonesy Jonesy here somewhere in this video. I am giving away 2,500 V-Bucks at the end of the month to everyone that spots him in any video. If you spot him in 5 videos and you spot him 5 times, that's 5 entries for you. I've had to draft some friends in to actually count up the spots on there for me to put them all in. And then what we'll do, we'll announce the winner. And what I will do as well, I'll hopefully, if we can, if the person's got a mic, I'll get them in the video so that they can actually talk with me as well, and we can prove that they've actually got the V-Bucks as well. So guys, massive thanks for watching. I know these topics aren't always people's favorites, but I think it definitely does need talking about, and I definitely will always try and stay on the front line when it comes to Fortnite Save the World. And I think that's the right thing to do. So a massive thanks to everyone that supported me. You know, there's been a lot more nice comments than there have bad. And I so appreciate you guys. Anyone who talks to me in the Discord regular, or, you know, talks to me in game, knows that how much I appreciate you guys. So a massive thank you. A massive thank you to my family as well for being so patient. I'm putting out a lot of Fortnite Save the World content at the moment, and they've been super supportive. So a massive thank you to them. And guys, I will catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching this, guys.